We're going to have a bit of fun today drawing stem leaf diagrams. So just a little bit of a warning, stem leaf diagrams have stopped being very trendy. They are still technically part of the Edexcel course, but for instance, they're no longer on the AQA course. So just check your exam board before seeing whether you need to do stem leaf diagrams. They're fun anyway, have a go at them even if you don't need to. When we create some diagrams and charts, we lose the raw data. A stem leaf diagram is a great way to show a distribution graphically, but also keep the raw data. We start with this line. This is going to separate the tens from the units. We need to then look at our numbers 17, 25, 30 and see what range of tens we have. We've got a 1, a 2 and a 3. So we add that on to the stem. Let's have a look at the 30 and start there. This has 3 tens and 0 units. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a 0 next to the 3 and that will make our 30. We can then do this for the other numbers, but there are a couple of things left to do. The first thing is make sure that the leaf is in order of size, starting from the smallest on the left to the largest on the right. So we're just going to reorder those. And the second thing we must do is write a key. The reason for this is that 1 line 7 could have represented 1.7 or 17. So here we're just showing the person who's only got our stem leaf diagram and not the raw data that we had at the start of this question to say that the 1 line 17 represents 17. Let's go through these questions. So we're going to start with our stem, and we can see that we've got 1s and 2s, but we've also got a 5 and a 2 which have 0 tens, so we do need to include the 0 at the top there. Then we're going to put the units in, so we've got each of those, and sometimes it's better to count how many you've got in your leaf. So we've got 2 and then 3 and then 3, so we've got 8 in total, and then just check it's the same amount as at the top. And what some people do is as they put them into the leaf, they cross them out of the raw data, which is absolutely fine. There's 2 things left to do here. We've got to order them. So instead of 5, 2 at the top row, it'll be 2, 5. And the final thing to do is write the key. So I just normally pick one of the values. I've decided not to go for the first one for this one. I've gone for the 0 line 5 represents 5. So not 0.5 but 5. In this question we're given decimals, but the way we do this is exactly the same. But instead of looking for tens, we're looking for units for our stem. So it will be 0, 1 and 2, looking at these numbers. And instead of the right hand side being units or ones, the right hand side will now be tenths. So we've got 0.9, so that's 0 ones and 9 tenths, etc, etc. We've still got to then order these, and we've got to put the key. And the key is even more important this time because anyone looking at our stem and leaf diagram would think that that first number is 9, which it's not. It's going to be 0.9. This raw data is put into 2 groups, so we kind of don't want to lose that when we put these into a stem and leaf diagram. So there's something called a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. So at the start we're just going to ignore the girls and just focus on the boys. And the way we do the boys is exactly the same as we do any other stem and leaf diagram. So we've got the tens on the left of the line and the units on the right. And we just make sure we order them, etc. We're going to do the key at the end because the key is going to be slightly different. Now, we need a way of showing the girls on here. So boys are on the right, girls will be, yeah, you probably guessed it, on the left. Now, there's a couple of things you've got to be careful of. One of the numbers, the first number, looks a bit like 26, which it's not, it's 62. So you're sort of working backwards. The tens are on the right, the units on the left. They also, the units also go bigger the further left you go for the girls. So it goes 9, 5, 4, 2 because as you get towards the stem, the numbers decrease when you're on the left-hand side. So a couple of things to look out for there. We do need 2 keys because the boys' key will be 5 line 4 represents 54, but the girls' key will be 2 line 6, remember unit line 10s for the girls, represents 62. So just make sure you have a key for each side of your stem and leaf diagram. Let's finish with this question. we need to explain why a stem leaf diagram may not be appropriate to show data from a test given to a whole school. If you have an idea, write it in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. And you can also come to onmaths.com or click the link in the description where you can access all our free GCSE papers and predictions, and you can even save your scores with a free account. This video is part of a larger GCSE course that you can follow along with at onmaths.com.